Hello there, fellow feminists. We are here today to talk about how gender equality is a good thing. Isn't it, Mr. YouTube bot?
Oh, thank God, the cook bot is out. Now I can throw away this stupid rat. Boom! This is my Neo Rio hat, not the cook hat. Now that I fooled this stupid robot, we can go back to the video. So, today I want to review this video. It's a response video criticizing incels from... let me show you, that's the kind of funny part. It's a video criticizing incels made by an incel. Oh, look this, made by an incel. So, later we have another incel criticizing incels. Let's see what this criticism is about.
Trigger warning, by the way, this gets dark very quickly.
A trigger warning. Alright, started really bad. Trigger warning are for pussies. Real men don't need trigger warning.
I haven't got laid in a while and it's really getting me down. A support group. I'm sure I'll be...
It's .me/.co/whatever it's nowadays. This place is toxic. Holy shit. I didn't talk about it in another video, so I won't talk again, but yeah, this place is really toxic.
able to share my feelings with sympathetic individuals and find some life-changing advice. Oh.
Wait. Look at this here. A woman is sluts. Very interesting. I should invert this video. I just stopped to think about it.
I've been aware of incels for a while and was planning on addressing this phenomenon at some point, but then some monumental dickhead decided to go on a killing spree in Toronto. He was motivated by his identity as an incel, thus bringing them and their ideology into the public eye, making this video horribly appropriate, and everyone else on YouTube is talking about it, so why not? The term incel is an abbreviation of involuntary celibate, meaning someone who has gone without sex despite wanting it or trying to obtain it. Definitions vary, from suffering a 6-month dry spell to perpetual virginity. The latter is the most extreme form, but is by no means necessary to the definition. I'm going to distinguish between involuntary celibates, people who can't have sex but not out of conscious choice, and incels, which I'll take to mean those people who identify themselves by that label, have some involvement in the so-called incel communities, and embrace at least some of the sentiments that community expresses. I'm going to lay my cards on the table and...
Okay, really introductionary stuff here in the beginning, so I think I'm skipping it. You probably already know what incel is if you watch my channel.
Say I've never been in a relationship or had sex. I basically fit the definition of an involuntary celibate, and therefore I think I'm in the perfect position to offer my view on this topic. Involuntary celibacy happens for all manner of reasons. Poverty, disability, mental health and or self-esteem issues, a lack of knowledge as to how to actually go through the courting process, or even just bad luck, like not being able to find the right partner. For me, it's a combination of factors.
You're a coping, bro. You know why it is. It's because you're ugly, just like me. No, let's keep watching this.
But mainly it's because I'm boring. Being lonely and sexually frustrated sucks. It really does. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. But with self-identified incels, a group entirely composed of men, this frustration has made them easy targets for an ideology that twists their mindsets and destroys their personalities. As with other extremist groups like neo-Nazis or Islamic terrorists, their confusion...
I'm really comparing us to Islamic terrorists and neo-Nazis. You said Islamic terrorists. It sounds very fascist from you.
And frustration becomes anger, and this anger becomes hate, and as we all know,
hate leads to suffering.
The pain of and blame for their celibacy is direct.
You know, I really think it's the contrary. Generally, suffering leads to hate, not hate to suffering. you don't suffer, you don't have reasons to hate anything. Yeah.
Directed outwards, at women, at other men, and at society at large.
Well, I'm not going to comment much on this post here, but I don't think so.
They see themselves as victims of oppression by a vast conspiracy of evil manipulative women they call Stacys, and genetically superior males they call Chads. Yes, they genuinely see themselves as oppressed, and curse the normies who are able to
Inability to get laid due to aberrant personality. It's the personality meme again. Okay, I have a question for you. If personality is so important, why is Jeremy Meeks married to a billionaire now, despite it being literally a drug dealer and beating kids to death? And beating kids to a pope? Is that a great personality? What about those Tinder experiments where they put like a Chad, a handsome guy that's either a pedophile or a Nazi, and he still gets hundreds of matches? What about that? And goddamn, oh god, personality.
achieve what they themselves desperately crave. They refer to their decision to embrace this hateful ideology as taking the black pill, a more noxious and fatalistic form of the red pill that online misogynists use to
Oh my god, you guys are annoying misogynists. I can't believe you think it's unfair that women can divorce you and get all your money and get the children. Oh, so misogynistic to criticize the court system. But when a black guy is over sentence, oh no, that's fascism. It's only fascism when it's against a minority, because when it's against a white male, it's fucking fair. Oh god.
justify their bullshit as being woke, ruining one of my favourite movies in the process. This black pill ideology provides an easy answer to their problems, a way to dismiss their suffering and shirk any responsibility for it. Incels are doomed to a life of loneliness because they were...
You there, incel that's 5 feet tall. Why you're so short? Take responsibility.
born with a genetic disadvantage that makes women overlook them, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now it quickly becomes obvious
That's surgery.
that this isn't really about involuntary celibacy. Firstly, there are women who are involuntarily celibate. But
No. There are not. I go to this woman. I ask them, oh, you're an involuntary celibate forum. So if we both are involuntarily celibate, what about both of us trying to date together? And the response is, yeah, not looking for a boyfriend now. I had the response multiple times. There is not such a thing as a femcel. If you find a femcel and ask her if she wants to date you, she's just saying something like, oh, I don't want to date anybody right now. So they are not true incels. Femcels.
Incels violently deny this and refuse to acknowledge that women might also have the same problems, which is especially funny given that the term was actually coined by...
Just because the term was coined by a woman doesn't mean she was the females are the victims of it. For God's sake.
by a woman, who understandably now wants nothing to do with it. Second, if it was about sexual frustration, they could save up for a...
Oh god, the 2012 meme. No, it's not about just sexual frustration. No. We want girlfriends. We want dates. We want hold hands and cuddling and all this gay shit. Okay, let's go back with it.
hooker, or go to a club and find someone equally as repulsive, or just...
Oh, I tried that. You know what happened? I was rejected. Yes, because repulsive girls don't want us. And that's the entire issue of our movement, is that ugly girls use Tinder to get men much better looking than them, or just prefer to be single. I don't know which way, but I think they just prefer to be single. Was that the issue? We want ugly girls to date ugly men. Otherwise, we are a bunch of perma-virgins.
jack off. It might not be the same, but it's better than being
Jacking off? Fuck you.
a jack off. And if it was about romantic frustration, they'd take a good hard look at themselves and straighten up. They could probably find someone as lonely and desperate as them to go out with, or just lower their ridiculous standards. But no.
Oh. Yeah, my standards are really high. I want a girl that's not over 200 pounds. That's not a lot older than me. And that's not going to cuckold me with someone else. God, my standards are too high. I need to lower them.
No, they won't resort to dating down, because they think they're entitled to sleep with the most beautiful.
Who say this? Does any incel say this kind of stuff unironically? I mean, I don't want the most beautiful woman. I know they only want to fuck me either for money or for money. I just wanted a girl that was like around my level. Well, ugly as me, I would say.
Women, this despite them having the looks of a monkfish and the personality of a bin bag, and they feel slighted that they don't get to do this. Hilariously, a lot of the time they couldn't give a shit about a woman's personality, while insisting that their own personalities should be enough to justify them getting pussy. It's about gratification, status over other men and power over women, and in their world, women are the enemy. As you can imagine, this mindset has some nasty results, which manifest themselves mainly on incel forums and subreddits. These are supposed to be supportive places, akin to self-help groups, but Alcoholics Anonymous don't let their members get away with saying stupid shit like, "All bartenders are whores, let's..."
False equivalent.
Murder them.
No. You are comparing women to drinks, to objects. You are literally objectifying them. Very sexist from you.
These support groups quickly devolved into wretched hives of scum and villainy, where their members vent their anger by expressing some of the most disgusting, offensive and reprehensible sentiments.
Women are objects. Oh shit. YouTube, this one is sizing my ass now, but rape is a made up post. Holy shit, these are really horrible comments. You shouldn't read them because they are not true. These comments are totally not true. Right, YouTube, that they are not true. Is the bot gone now? Is the bot gone? Ha! Based.
I've ever witnessed. And I've seen a lot of shit on the internet. Sometimes their misogyny overlaps with blatant racism, solidifying their eligibility for Time's Next Person of the Year. The most exemplary of these human piles of excrement just straight out advocate rape, sex slavery or murder as acceptable responses to not getting their dick wet.
Well, I think you're taking the joke too seriously. That's the joke.
I have no words. Due to this and a plethora of other violent unpleasantness, their main hideout, the subreddit r/incels, got banned last year, but they've taken their collective hate vomit elsewhere, to places like incels.me, which features such delightful threads as, "Can lesbos be incel?"
Almost like banning incels from Reddit and letting them build their own websites. Created an environment even more toxic, and now we have even more extremists. God, what a stupid move to ban them from the Reddit. Now they're 10 times worse.
If all low IQ females were sterilized, there would be no incels.
Wait, if you do that, if you sterilize our low IQ females, what are you going to fuck? Like, serious, like, most of the population is low IQ.
Age of consent laws were created to prevent incels from having
Age of consent. I'm not talking about this shit here. No way in hell.
relations with still innocent jailbaits, and of course that timeless classic, "Why women should not have rights."
Okay, it's obvious that the original maker of this video is very fascist. So are you not continuing doing this video? This video is ending here. Fuck this. I'm not going to get my channel destroyed because of this guy. So goodbye. Fuck you.